Hang on, you're not subbed to the channel? Make sure to subscribe right now, hit that notification bell so that you can help Mannii get to 1k. Also make sure to check out my Instagram and Twitter. Back to the video. Hey, what is up guys? It is your boy Mannii here and welcome to another video on the channel. Today we'll be reviewing your squads part 2 because yesterday was such a big success. Loads of you have sent in more teams after watching that video. If you guys want to be a part of it and want to get involved, that's what I'm trying to do, get more of you involved within my content. Make sure to send me your squads via Twitter. Tweet me, send me your squad in the tweet. So go at HD Mannii, I think it's HD Mannii, yeah it is, at HD Mannii. Links will be down in the description below if you're confused, and literally tweet me your squad like everyone else has. We will review your squad and the best squad gets chosen to be a part of my TikTok. We now have 1,500 followers on TikTok as well, so literally within 17 days we've hit 1,500. That is crazy. So the amount of support we're getting, thank you. The next milestone for me is not 2k, it's not 3k, it's 5k. So hit that sub button and let's get straight into the video. Let's get straight into the reviews. And okay, so Connor over here has sent me his squad. He needs a review and he's got 100k to spend. Firstly, that is a really nice squad. Obviously I'm guessing his Rashford is a left winger so that he gets that 7 chem at least. I personally would get rid of Thiago. You can obviously use Pogba and Sissoko as a DM, but I would use Thiago. Now I'm going to give this team a solid 7 out of 10 because his defense is pretty meta. He fits the meta of the game. Sissoko obviously low rated, but he could still be used in the game until team of the year, I'm guessing, because of how meta he is, even for low rated. Same with Pogba. Rashford, obviously we know how goated this card is. Werner is somewhat of a decent striker, but if you've got 100k, I personally will get a decent central attacking midfielder for the Premier League, so that you can use basically either a winger or a cam. I don't know what formation you use. I'm guessing you use 4-2-3-1. So instead of Thiago, I'd probably put in a... Well, let's go shopping for the guy. Let's go shopping for the guy and give him our suggestion on a card. So we're just going to open up Footbin over here. And to be fair, he could go for someone like a Bruno Fernandes, or he could play someone like, I don't know if Mo Salah is that cheap yet. He probably isn't 100k. It's probably like 230k from the top of my memory. 250. Was close, but yeah, he'll probably want to look at a player like Bruno Fernandes or even an Anthony Martial who can play as a left attacking midfielder, because he is 25k only. But there aren't many cards like you get to 100k and you're like, oh yeah, you know what, nah, that's not good enough. Then you have to spend 200 300k for the next step up. So I probably would look at a card like Anthony Martial, who fits the meta of the game, is quick and can be used on the wing. Now, probably Bruno Fernandes might be a better shout, because if you put Hunter on this card is absolutely disgusting. He's so good in the game. Let me just show you with a Hunter his attributes. Now look, he will have 87 pace and 90 shooting. Now you can have him in the center, you can have Son on the left, you can have Rashford on the right, and you can have Werner up top. So yeah, so maybe look at Bruno Fernandes instead of Thiago. That's personally what I would do. But yeah, let's get straight on to the next squad. Right, so I'm guessing, well, he does play 4-1-2-1-2 in game. So he plays 4-1-2-1-2 in game. Now this team is really nice. The last team we gave a 7 out of 10. This one, I'm gonna have to give it an 8 because he's got some fun players. But the only thing that I'm seeing over here is just one DM. Like obviously you're playing 4-1-2-1-2 with that one DM, but Kante is a little bit short. I have noticed when I've used Kante, he's incredible. But with those aerial battles, I know that you do have those two central midfielders in KDB and Schweinsteiger, which I've noticed. The central battles that you'll be having in front of the defense, you miss out on that extra DM that can free run. Maybe change to a 4-2-3-1 and move KDB as a central cam so he can distribute play and dictate play. Play Thorgan Hazard or Zaha in strike, and yeah, Best should be on the right. So really, I'm going to give this team an 8 out of 10. It is a really good team. Obviously, the only improvements that you really need to make is your right back to Kyle Walker, which isn't a great improvement. Like, it's not a huge one. That's one you can do. Another improvement you can do is Kante to Inform Kante. And literally right now I'm nitpicking, but I do like what you've done in the sense that you've got some central players. You've got Schweinsteiger as a left winger, obviously you can use as a second DM in that 4-2-3-1. Just by changing the style of play, it would actually fit the game a little bit better. But obviously, who am I to tell you how to play, how to use your team? I just think that it's a really nice team, and these are the improvements I would make. On to the next one. Right, so there's M Shahi, and this team looks like a fun little team. Obviously, he's got Llorente over there. Let's look at his in-game. So yeah, he's got Llorente as a DM and Valverde. This Valverde card is super cracked. This Ido is cracked. Mendy, obviously everyone's got Mendy, Ramos, everyone's got Mendy or Gomez or Varane. I'm a culprit of that. I've got one too, but both of mine are untradeable. But still, it doesn't matter. I'm the culprit of that, and it is not nice to see. But if you don't want to use a player like Mendy, try out Theo Hernandez, his 86 card. That card is honestly sublime. One of the best cards that I've used as a left back. I'm gonna try and get him into my team. But yeah, if you want to somehow go down the Serie A route, that is a really good option on the left. Like if you just want to change things up, Llorente is good. Obviously, his rule breaker card is insane. So if you want to DM, your rule breaker card is the one for you, because Valverde can then just free roam and dictate play. You've got Mannii, who I've done a player review on him. He is cracked. Even his gold card, he's got an inform and a foot freeze. His gold card is still so good and so usable even at this stage of the game. But yeah, I'm going to also give you an 8 out of 10 because of how fun this team looks. Right, let's get into the next one. Now, this is Jace. Now, this team, you know what? I feel like I'm going to have to also give this one an 8 out of 10. The reason being, guys, is if there is a team that just wows me, I'm like, wow, that team is impeccable. Wow, that's amazing. That is what I want to give you a 9. Now, I'm not saying this team is bad. I'm not saying this team is just good. It is a great team. It is an 8 out of 10. But that wow factor, that last killer blow. Like, for example, instead of Ben Yedder, you could have had an Mbappe, right? A record breaker Mbappe. Now, that would have turned this team into a 9. Or you could have probably got road to the final Varane or Rio Ferdinand, someone like that. Someone with an elite caliber at the back or at the front. So basically, you do have Marquinhos, who I'm guessing you play as a DM in game, with Kante as a DM, and then you got Felix, Messi, and Salah as your 3 cams. That's what I'm guessing. It is a nice team. I'm gonna have to give you an 8 out of 10. There's no real improvements that I would give you, but obviously that next step up is that elite player as a Rio Ferdinand, a road to the final card as well. They're nice. Upgrading Salah, upgrading Messi. Messi's stamina is just a little bit poor as well. So I don't know how you guys find him, but I think that Messi is great, but he's not great value because of his stamina. Because he only lasts around about 50 minutes for me. I don't know about you guys, but let me know down in the comments below. But into the next one. Right, so this one. Right, I think I did your friends earlier, and you've sent me this team. So, Bradley, we are looking at your team now. And yeah, we've got Kessier. This team is real nice. I don't know if you made these team on Footbin, or this is actually your team. If this is actually your team, GG's. I really like it. But I do not like Mason Mount. I think that Mason Mount and Allen, these 2 cards are very popular in the FIFA community right now, because people have done this SPC and people are, unfortunately, they don't want to spend a little bit more for a Ronaldo. Now, I know that he's got a strong link to Lucas, but maybe you can look at some Spurs options over here. Maybe even 79 Sissoko, in my opinion, is a better player than Allen. So potentially look at this card. I would change him personally. So yeah, I'm gonna give this team an 8 out of 10 because you do have that killer instinct in Eto'o, but your all-round team, the balance isn't there. But that Alaba is what I'm talking about. That extra killer touch in defense with that Alaba and the Wan-Bissaka. Those 2 are one of the best centre backs in the game, and literally is a difference of a 7 to an 8, and that's what they've done for you. So you're an 8 as well. So many 8s today, guys. I want to see a 9. I really do. But yeah, let's go into the Nan squad. The Nan squad, Finley. Right, so this team, because you got Renato, you got Memphis, who is one of my favourite players, and Van Bergen, I forgot his name. I think it's Van Bergen. This team is real nice. Obviously, unfortunately, GG's or RIP to Coquelin. He didn't do well. So if he did his SPC, I don't think that it was a huge L, but still, like, it's still a little bit of an L. So I'm gonna have to give you. Did I say 7? I don't know if I said 7. I think I'm going to have to give you a 7. Yeah, I'm going to give you a 7 because I do like this team. The only main changes I would do, probably a better goalkeeper. Some people are saying that you don't need a decent goalkeeper, but I actually personally think that a good goalkeeper really does help, and a better centre back on the right hand side. Maybe you can save up for Kyle Walker's inform eventually and get him. Dembele fits the meta of the game, so I'm not really going to say too much about him, but he is a player that you should be looking to change. Semedo is a little bit weak for my liking. I don't know, maybe do Santi Cazorla. I apologize, guys. I can't believe I said that. I meant Hector Bellerin's objective card. He is a card that you guys should look at as well. So yeah, this team has got potential, and it is a really nice team. So I'm gonna give you a 7. Right, on to the next team from Taysay God. Okay, so this one, Slime Season. I'm guessing the next squad is your in-games, but that's a nice team. I don't like Balassi at all. I've used him. I put him into an SPC actually. I didn't like him that much that I put him into an SPC. So personally, after using him, I would probably change the guy, and I would get someone who's a little bit less clunky. I think if you can somehow get Son into this team, I know that he's quite cheap now. He is really, really good. And you've got 870k, so there's a lot you can do. I'm guessing you're waiting for Team of the Year to spend some coins. So if you're looking for someone immediately, I would try and get Son into this team. And yeah, just play with that for a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to give it a... This is a tough one. That's a nice bench. That is a nice bench. But because, you know what, we're reviewing your whole squad, we're going to give you a 7 because of your bench. Your bench kind of saves you. Otherwise, I will give you a 6.5. Next one. From Finlay. Uber Eats. Now this team... Right, now this team here, I'm going to give it an 8. But hear me out, guys. Hear me out and hear me out as to why. Now this team isn't an exceptional team, right? It isn't an exceptional team. It is probably, like, on paper, it's probably the same as a 7 out of 10, right? But the reason why I'm giving this team an 8 is because of creativity. I actually like how creative this person is, and unfortunately I'm not as creative as this guy, because he's somehow, instead of using Mannii, he's used Kamara, who is so good in this game. He's so underrated. He's got Dembele in here, which I would give a pass. He's got Laudrup, who's average. I'm guessing GG's on the icon pack. But he's got Carrasco, who's real nice. He can upgrade him to the 86. Felix, insane card. That Llorente is one of the best DMs in game. And his defense, he's got this Volland and Guzans card, who aren't the best, but I've used them. They're actually pretty solid. They don't fit the meta, but if he can use this team just for creativity, guys, it's an 8 out of 10. But actual squad, I said 7, maybe just a 7, maybe 6.5. Yeah, let's give it a 7. We'll be nice today. It's New Year's tomorrow. Final video of the year probably. And yeah, on to the next one. Bath A Loner. I like that name. Now this team is nice. Now this might be, I think this is the best team of the video so far. This is the best team of the video so far. However, he does have that Balassi, which brings it down a little bit because I don't like him. But if you guys do like that Balassi, then fair play. That Fernando Torres is cracked. The baby one I really, really like. That Inform Kante is next level. When I mean next level, he's next level. That Theo Hernandez, one of the best left backs in the game. That Patrick Van Aanholt, one of the best left backs in the game. Went to two of the best centre backs in the game, and Neymar. Literally doesn't need to speak volumes. He's got everything sorted. He's got a world-class striker. He's got a world-class cam. He's got a world-class DM. He's got 2 world-class DMs in Sissoko as well. So yeah, I'm gonna give this an 8.5 out of 10. What an exceptional team. I do like it. Right, Dream Team. Now this team's also up there. I mean, the only thing that lets this team down is Lucas. But because this is very similar to the last team, I would say, on level. But I don't think it is as good as that last team. It does have Cannavaro as well. So yeah, I'm going to actually give this team an 8 out of 10. It is a nice team. There's not much you can really change at the moment. When Team of the Year comes out, obviously you can change it. Maybe with the 100k, maybe you can change your right winger. You could put Rashford off Kem. He'd be really nice over here. Maybe try that out because Rashford's insane. So yeah, there is a lot you can do. And Ansu Fati is cracked as well. So I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. On to the next one. Right, so this is from Noah. And yeah, Coman DM. He's got Rio Ferdinand, that next level defender. I'm going to have to give him an 8 as well. Because he has got... I'm guessing these are his in-games because the position's a bit weird. But Stoichkov is insane. Lewan's obviously insane. This Gnabry is class. This is a really nice team. Really, really well-built team. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I think that the next upgrade he has to make is this Zakaria and this Davies. Literally these 2 cards. These 3 cards over here, this section over here, guys, is what he needs to change to get a 9. I mean, everything else screams a 9. But this here, this 3, screams a 6 to me. Zakaria is good, but he's way behind the power curve. Same with Davies, same with Pope. On to the next one. From Jorg Decourt. Let's go. So this one, that Zizou, oh my days. That Zizou, that Promise. Is Promise going to jail? I'm not even sure anymore. But this team's real nice. And with 28k, there's not much improvements I would give. I wouldn't give any improvements, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 because obviously Zizou, Promes, Hal Felix, those 3 cards, I feel sorry for any opposition. Obviously, Mendy and Varane, Gomez, Kyle Walker. This guy's got the sweatiest defense ever. But credit given where credit is due. I think that's the saying. It is a good team. It is a well-built team. And Kappa is really, really nice. So yeah, next one. We're going through so many. I think we got 2 more and then we're done for the video. But yeah, so this team, copy main team. I think he sent a team before. I think we've already, yeah, so we've already, Noah, Andrew. Are they the same guy? Hang on. They're not. They're different teams. Never mind. Wait. Noah. Oh, we've already reviewed this guy's team. That's fine. Okay, so now we're doing Andrew's. Okay, false alarm. Now this team, decent little, I would say this is what your starter team should look like. If this was a starter team video, this would be a 9 out of 10. But because this is a pre-team of the year, I'm probably going to say a lot of it is behind the power curve. This Thomas Partey you can change. This Allen you can change. This Lucas you can change. To be fair, there are some cheap options you can go for. I don't really like Partey at all. I even prefer Gold Sissoko to him. I even prefer Fred to him, to be honest. This KDB is pretty good, but he's way too slow. So if I was you, I'll probably look to try and get maybe a Son in here. So what you could do is shift him to central midfield, or Cam, Partey to Cam, or whatever, and then put Son off Cam over here, right? So then you got your free Cams. Another thing you could do, instead of doing that, you could change your left back. I think Andy Robertson's decent, but he's a bit too slow. So that is another thing you can look into. And also, what you could do is, I can see that you've got quite a few English links. You can try and get Tavernier into the squad. So basically, move Sol Campbell to the left-hand side, put Tavernier on as a left back, because he is so good in this game. He's one of the best right backs in the game. He is insane. I've got him in my squad and I love him. So I think you will too. But yeah, that was the end of the video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. And if you guys want your squad review, remember to make sure that you're subscribed to me. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram as well, because I do squad reviews on TikTok. So in order to get a squad review on TikTok, DM me on Insta, and then we'll get that sorted. And if you want it as a YouTube video, make sure to tweet me your squads where I rate your teams out of 10. And the best squad goes on TikTok anyway. But till next time, guys, in a bit.